Hello, so this is the video for unboxing my Art1 kit, and you'll notice I have this here. This is like actually some contact paper that I use to cover my surface. Totally optional. I didn't include any in the kit, but it's just to remind you to cover your surface maybe with some plastic bags or paper bags or possibly some cardboard so that if you spill it doesn't ruin the desk below. Okay, and so here's my Art1 bag. Okay, and I'm just going to put it off to the side and start getting things out. The first thing you'll notice is there is a list attached to, put this down, to the outside, and so you're going to want to check things off as you get them to make sure you have them, because you'll notice some of them are keep and some of them are return. So you're going to return a lot of things to me at the end of the semester, so we want to make sure that you got them to begin with. You do want to have a nice little space that you could keep these that is safe from younger siblings or pets. You might choose to have a little mug, or sometimes I have a little can with the supplies sitting out. So the first thing is, I'm going to pull out of the bag, is this is your journal, and I called it a sketchbook on here, so I'm going to cross off sketchbook, and you'll notice that on the inside it says this journal belongs to. That's where you're going to put your name, and you might just want to put spring 2021. Okay, and we'll go through that in class later. The next thing you'll find in here are some magazines. So these are magazines for collage, and if you have other magazines at home, you can get some of those out because we will be using magazines for collage. The next thing I have here is this. You'll notice this is one color of paint and then black and white. You might have blue, you might have red. So this was black, white, and one color paint in small containers. So I'm going to check that off there. Don't open it yet until we're ready, because I've sealed it up enough so that it will stay airtight. You also get some drawing pencils, and let me find here. Graphite drawing pencils pack with eraser. Okay, there we go. Also have a whole bunch of paper. So let's get this stuff out. Let's go one by one through it. So this is actually the thing with the hole in it. There should be two here. This is palette paper, and this is not on your list. So you can just put it off to the side. Palette paper, and there's two of them, and you get to keep those, so you don't need to return those. You also have about an 8 by 10 piece of mat board. It's white on one side and black on the other. So one piece of mat board. You have the largest piece of paper in there. It is actually poster board, and they're all different colors. I don't know what color you got, but this is the poster board. One sheet of poster board right there. Then we have a whole bunch of assorted paper. This right here is something for a landscape. I don't believe I have that on the list. These are 2 pieces of dot grid paper. I don't think those are on the list. And then a whole bunch of paper. There's book page, there's some color, some black, some watercolor in here. So that would be pack of assorted papers. We're going to check that off right there. We have some glue, bottle of glue, check that off. We have a small, in a Ziploc, a smaller container, and this is black ink. So a container of black ink. We have some colored pencils, and these are really cool, you guys. So this is actually not only packaging, but keep the packaging. So I'm going to show you how to have it stand up. So first is you peel off the top part like that. You can fold that little guy back. Okay, so I'm peeling the top part off. I kind of unsnapped. These are like plastic snaps right here. And I unsnapped it. And then I'm letting the pencils out, keeping them in the bottom. And then I just snap it back up behind the pencils. And there is my little easel of pencils. And then it's really easy for me to come and get some pencils and put them back. So when you return them, I want them returned with this plastic packaging so that they're easy to use. Okay, so that is colored pencils. We have a whole bunch of watercolors. A glue stick, and I don't know if I put, there's a glue stick right there, glue stick. An eraser, it says Blick on it. Get all these things out. A white crayon, and I'm going to put some of these things like in a little drawer right here so they're easily accessible and organized. We have a pencil sharpener. We have a Sharpie marker. It says S, but it's just one Sharpie marker. A V5 precise pen. This says V7. Interesting. It should be V5, but if it's V7, so be it. I don't know what the difference is. It looks just fine. A straw. And then you should have 3 brushes. The smallest brush here is the watercolor brush. And then the other 2 brushes are just acrylic brushes, and I don't see them on the list here. So I'm going to put 2 acrylic brushes. And these are return. Okay, put those in here. So, and I was going to put some of these things like that here in my cup, so I have things set out for me to use. I can put this away in my little drawer, and I'm going to be ready to start. Make sure there's nothing in. So you want to keep everything. You can keep the bag and return it in the bag when you return it in June. Don't forget these items right here: ruler, scissors, dish for water, plastic lids from food containers, and any art supplies you have as well. You want to kind of gather up and put in a nice place for you. And that's the kit. So make sure that you're checking off everything and you know what items to keep and what items to return. Keep these all together in class, in your book. Kind of put it right here in your book. Slide it in your book. Don't start using your book yet. We'll do all of that in class. All right? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.